A lot of people ask me for logos. So what I did was, like, when they want, let's say you want to put, on the blockchain, big letters, I would do it in my style and then
Right.
sell it to whoever's
Right.
in the metaverse.
Right.
And I also created my own like font because there wasn't a lot of fonts in this
Exactly,
metaverse.
exactly.
So I started making my own graffiti letters.
Come on now.
Where they could buy the graffiti letters and incorporate it into their work.
We need that.
Got some new things, and nobody didn't believe me when I said crypto NFT Web3 was our new wave. Look at me now, look at me now.
Hey man, welcome to On the Blockchain podcast, where we're not selling nothing, we're selling itself.
You know I got it in my bag, got it in my bag. Blockchain.
Yo, what's going on? Right back here at you on the Blockchain Podcast Show. Lovely Dan, NYC. Got my guy NYC in the building. What up, brother?
Hey, what's up? How you guys doing?
Man, chilling. As y'all can see, man, got all the artwork on display. Got all the creativity on display. Everything one of, custom, exclusive. What up, brother? What even got you, what motivated you to even get into this, bro? Were you, matter of fact, hold on, before that, were you into graffiti before this?
Well, I actually started doing graffiti at 13 years old, junior high school. A lot of people call it middle school now, but I've been doing it since junior high school. So
Okay. So it's in the blood.
Yes.
Nah, that's beautiful, bro. And so let me see, man. Let's go back. Let's take it back, man. Let's start from the beginning, man. Like, let the people know, like, NY, what borough you from, you know what I mean? And how your story even started.
Well, I'm from the Lower East Side. Like I said, I started off in junior high school. I always been into art, but my friend was like, he was doing graffiti 7th grade, tagging up on the desk and books and all that. So I saw how he was kind of like manipulating the letters, and I was like, yo, that's dope.
Right.
Of course, when I first started, my letters weren't as it is now.
Yeah, they wasn't on point yet?
It definitely wasn't on point. Like my letters look crazy.
And so you just basically perfected your craft then, is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
That's beautiful, brother. And so, like, coming from Queens, like, what's some of your inspirations as far as like graffiti artists coming? Lower East Side, pardon me.
Well, I was a part of a crew called 333. I had some friends like Seek. A lot of friends that I learned from. As the years passed.
Some of the greats.
Yes, and some of them still have the same hand style.
Facts.
And it's cool. So I just wanted to take my graffiti. I say this all the time. Graffiti got me into trouble, but it saved my life.
Yeah. Nah. I feel that. Yeah. I feel like let's touch on that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a passion that some will be like, yo, why are you even doing that? You know what I mean? But for you to be able to turn it into a business, a viable business, that's thriving. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, what's that like?
Well, first off, I did it, like I said, in junior high school. We're in Soho right now. We're in Broadway, between Houston and Prince Street. And I actually started off in the north side of Houston.
Right.
There was a few graffiti artists that were actually doing it. And I wanted to get a job with them. I was like, hey, This is like 2002. I said, yo, you guys are hiring. They said, no, we got enough artists. So this guy next door is like one of the vendors. He's like, hey, you want to work with me? So from there, I was like, I started working with him. And then he kind of like, I felt like I was taking advantage of. So I ended up getting my own, permit and everything and started my own thing.
That's beautiful. Just like a real entrepreneur does, you dig? Like a real boss does, like a real creative does. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful, man. So I want to take this time and just, all the listeners, we in New York City, baby. Come on now, you dig? But I want to take this time out now, say something to my listeners and my viewers, right? Don't let nothing stop you. You know what I'm saying? Like bro said, something that did initially get him into trouble. You know what I mean? He found a workaround. You know what I mean? And he found a way to be able to turn that around for his betterment. You know what I mean? Of himself and his family, because this is something that is a business. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. That he could provide for himself, provide for his family. You know what I mean? And while doing the right thing or not getting into trouble, should I say, you know?
Yes, I say that all the time. Don't let nobody stop you from fulfilling your dream. I have this quote that says, "Don't sleep on your dreams." A lot of people, I say have passion for something, and I always suggest, I always want to inspire them to do utilize that passion that they have.
And you got to, man, because coming from these inner cities, you know what I mean, marginalized communities, you know what I mean? How you doing? Man, listen, man, we got to keep ourselves inspired and motivated, but then we got to also inspire and motivate. Go Knicks! Ha-ha! But we got to keep ourselves inspired and motivated as well, you dig? Yeah. I mean, we got to keep others, you know what I mean? Especially the youth, should I say, inspired and motivated, you know what I mean? That's key, King. But look, coming from the LES, man, listen, man, I know my whole life I'm coming from Brooklyn, like, LES always was laced with the illest graffiti or with the illest displays of artwork, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Even like, I think that was one of Banksy's first stops, either LES or Williamsburg, whatever it might be, right? So, like, just coming from that neighborhood, with a rich history and artistry and creativity and just freedom, basically, I'm going to say, you know what I mean? Like, how you think that inspired your style?
Well, I mean, like I said, I was around a lot of graffiti artists, and I just love the way, like I said, manipulate the letters and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just was around a lot of different artists. They had their own style, and eventually I created my own style, and I just kept up with it. Always, advancing, my letter style. A lot of people, when they see my stuff, they kind of like, they know that it's, that's NYC Customs.
Facts.
That made that.
Come on, now I see you out here. My guy out here, man, listen, man. He done took this graffiti to another level, man. Yeah. He out here customizing rims, man. Tell us about that, bro.
Well, I got inspired by another artist in Arizona. We were going back and forth on Instagram. He was doing these rims, more of his style. Like, he was doing like more like skulls, things like that. So I'm like, what if I take my graffiti style and kind of start engraving on the rims, do New York, throw the Brooklyn Bridge on it, Statue of Liberty, and that's what I started doing.
Right. Yeah. That's fire, man. I love that, man. How, your artwork, wherever it's at, is representing the city, NYC that is, you know what I mean? And it's giving off the energy of the city as well, you know what I mean? Because like you said, like certain things represent different things, different places, you know what I mean? Different people, right? Different communities. So like, I'm glad how your style is a native New York style, but it's global though, you know what I mean? I love that. I love that, bro.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
Was that planned, or that was just all organic?
No, I feel like, I always say, I walk by faith and not by sight. So
facts.
I always feel like, like I did a lot. I've been through a lot of my life, and I just felt like everything I went through just built me as a, to the person I am today. So that's what I just love doing graffiti. It just inspires me to keep doing more.
Man. I'm inspired right now. Just looking at, I want to pick up a can and just start getting busy. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, y'all see, bro, working on a customized joint for me. You know what I mean? Match the fit. You know what I mean? Oh, matter of fact, let me ask you something, man. Like, do you customize hats and designs according to the person itself, the individual?
So what the customer will do is come up to the table and say, hey, what can I get on a hat? A lot of the tourists, they usually get like a New York City hat. As you can see over here, I have NYC hats, right?
Right.
So a lot of people, they usually want a New York City hat. And
facts.
A lot of them are in a rush.
Right.
So they just want to buy a hat that's already made.
True.
True. If they do want something custom, they'll usually get their name or, pick the colors that they want.
I got you.
And I do it right on the spot.
Right.
Sometimes I'll tell them to come back, come back in like 20 minutes.
That's dope though, because, as I'm looking, like even if you got them all made and you got 50 made and somebody walk past the table, you got something to fit everybody's style, to fit everybody's fit, you dig? Like you got something to fit everybody's personality, you know what I mean? And how they feeling or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's dope. I like how eclectic it is, you know what I mean? Because, in business, we can't ever pigeonhole ourselves. Yeah. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah, so we got to always be thinking for the masses, you know what I mean? Thinking for the audience, you know what I'm saying? Not just ourselves as well, you know what I mean? So that's dope, bro. So hold on, let's fast forward, man. We, it's 2024. We just tore down NFT NYC 2024.
That's how we
You
met.
dig? Like, yeah, man. So, like, tell us a little bit about that. How was that experience?
It was a great experience. I actually was sponsored. I'm sponsored by Click Pass,
Right.
and they invited me to be one of the artists. What I was doing is I was actually taking my hats and turning them into NFTs. I call it non-fungible trucker hats.
You dig. Come on now.
Yeah,
That's beautiful, man. And so NFT NYC, shout out. You know what I mean? We had a beautiful time. Panel was dope. You know what I mean? Got to, bump heads with some of my peoples I don't see all the time, especially from across the pond out of UK and all that, man. It was dope.
Yeah.
Yo, man, and shout out to Click, man. Shout out to Click. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, man, like, because y'all doing some amazing things, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, man, it's a little exclusive, but we're going to tell y'all more about Click. And shout out to Shaheem, too, man. Out there doing your thing, bro. 30th anniversary.
Yeah, Shaheem actually, I met Shaheem.
That day, right?
Yeah,
Earlier.
at NFT NYC, and I made him a hat. And, he did a little video for me, and he said, yo, I'm going to wear this hat for tomorrow. And that tomorrow was, he was celebrating the 30th anniversary of the Rugged Child.
That's right. Salute.
So it was dope. Yeah, salute. That was dope that he actually, he said he was going to do it, and he did it. So,
that's phenomenal. Oh yeah, man. It's live, it's active. We in NYC, baby. NYC. Welcome to New York, you dig?
Yeah.
But that's honorable. You know what I mean? And I want to shout out because take this time out because it's not just about saluting, but it's like 30 years, man. That's 3 decades, man. That you understand, man. That's a lifetime for some of us.
Makes me feel super old, but yeah.
Oh yeah, and that part. You know what I mean? And that part, but we all want to get there, though. We all want to age gracefully. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Despite what we think in our younger years. You know what I'm saying? So shout out, bro. The fact that you're still here. The fact that listen, you in the game, bro. Like, you know what I mean? You put out NFTs, baby. Like
he's doing something different. Actually, one of his songs he turned into an NFT.
Facts.
So when he performed, he used one of the songs. He let people hear it one time, gave him a teaser, and from there it's like you got to get a click pass in order to get the song.
Right.
So that's dope.
Right. And this is why we doing this, man. Web3 blockchain show on a blockchain. Hello.
Yeah,
Web3, NFTs, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, Metaverse, hello, AI, hello. Listen, this is why we doing this, you know what I mean? And we urge we suggest that every business owner, every creative, artist, musician, whatever you might be, entrepreneur, implement this Web3 game into your whole full system, into your career, into whatever is that you got going on in this world. Whatever your passion is, it should be some type of NFT or blockchain or AI connected to it somehow. You know what I mean? Listen, man, we here to onboard. I'm glad my guy. So how do you think is the what do you think about NFTs? Let me ask you that.
Well, I actually have an NFT collection called Graffiti Kids with a Z. I wanted to
let them know where they could check that out at, Ken.
Well, they could go to OpenSea, and they could check it out on OpenSea. I may be starting to put it up more on the Click app.
Right.
Very soon.
That's right.
So, and I'm heavily into the metaverse and all that too.
That's right. Come on, man. Gotta be, man. We live in the metaverse, man. And everything we do in real life, we do in the metaverse, baby. It's the multiverse, you know what I mean? Go get you your avatar, your digital twin, you know what I mean? And come join us, man. Have some fun. You dig what I'm saying? Word, man. What's some things in 2024 you got that coming up you looking forward to, man?
Well, I have a lot of things that I want to do with my hats. I want to mass produce my hats. I'm going to mass produce my hats.
Right.
So I'm looking for the right, distribution companies to actually distribute it.
Right.
And I am going to start implementing more of the metaverse.
Yes.
I've been in the metaverse probably like almost 3 years already.
Right.
And a lot of the 3D pieces that you see like in the front of the table, that's a 3D piece that I actually made.
Hello.
Right? Like this one right here. This is a 3D piece that I made, and it's because it was inspired by what I do in the metaverse.
Copy.
So a lot of people were asking me, they build their own worlds. I created my own worlds in the metaverse. I have New Graph City. I have a graffiti class.
Sick.
And where I'm actually teaching people, the avatars how to do letters.
Okay. Oh, that's lit. That's lit. Yeah.
So a lot of people asked me for logos. So what I did was, like, when they want, let's say you want to put, on the blockchain, big letters, I would do it in my style and then sell it to whoever's in the metaverse.
Right.
And I also created my own like font because there wasn't a lot of fonts in this metaverse.
Exactly.
So I started making my own graffiti letters.
Come on now,
where they could buy the graffiti letters and incorporate it into their work.
We need that. Man. We need that. Yeah.
So that's what I want to do. I want to start taking a lot of the physical stuff and bringing it into the metaverse. When it's the right time, and vice versa, bringing the stuff from the metaverse into the real world.
Come on, man. It's only right. You know what I mean? You heard it from my guy NYC, man, himself. This is where we on. You know what I mean? This is where we at with it. Rolling to the future the correct way. You know what I'm saying? On point, you dig? And man, we just offering you guys and girls, you know what I mean, opportunity to join us. You know what I mean? In the metaverse or in real life. Y'all can pull up, you know what I mean? Pull up on Broadway. Come see us at NYC.
And it's crazy. A lot of the people that I met in the metaverse, they order stuff from me, and I never met them in real life.
Right.
And the ones I did know started to, meet. I did an art show a few months ago, and actually one of the, a few of the people from the metaverse that I met in there actually came to my art show.
Come on now.
And we were just, we were joking because we didn't have no legs at that time, and then we started implementing the legs and meta. So
come on now.
It was cool though.
Yeah, because you know why? Because that's what Web3 community is about, man. We here to support. You know what I'm saying? We here to collaborate and not fucking compete. You dig? This is what we about, man. We want to see each other thrive and grow. We want to grow together. We want to build together. You dig? So it's like it don't cost me nothing to help, bro. It don't cost me nothing to help me. You know what I'm saying? And us grow together. You know what I mean? It's a tribe vibe. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna stop saying this shit, baby. It's a tribe vibe. You know what I mean? But now that's beautiful, bro, because we don't all get there alone. You know what I mean? And we got to start implementing some of the old school traditions that was kind of left aside or swept to the side, should I say? You know what I mean? That's like it takes a village. You know what I mean? And it's like we moving with in the light on this side over here. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, and there's a big community in the metaverse. I like I said, I've met a lot of people in real life, and we're good friends. We became good friends.
That's beautiful. What's your take on AI generated art? As opposed to like really, you a guy with it on hands on.
I don't want to say too much about the AI art, but as far as like, I'm not gonna use it for what I'm doing.
Right.
I want people to see the organicness in my work.
Right. Yeah, that authenticity. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what I mean? That human connection too, right? Because art is an expression. You understand what I'm saying? Really, a human expression. It could be any expression, but the human expression is what really art is, right? I mean, we got emotions, you dig? We can make a certain piece out of love.
Yeah.
We can make a certain piece out of anger. You understand what I'm saying? Or whatever it might be, however we feeling for the day. That's what make Basquiat's great, you know what I mean? That's what make Da Vinci's and everybody great, you know what I mean? Because of who they were, their personality, and what they were going through at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's why, like, when Picasso and them is doing their stuff, it's appreciated, you know what I mean? That's how, like, when motherfucker getting his ear cut off, you know what I'm saying? Like, and still able to, now he see a whole different perspective he coming from, like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As an artist. So, like, just taking y'all back to a little time travel, but this is what we do because fast forward right now to present, moving to the future, like, it's important that how important would you say it is for people, especially artists, to implement Web3 technology into their system equation?
Well, as far as like, implementing the metaverse, for me, like I said, I met a lot of people that I never met before.
Right.
It's a whole different network of people. Like people order stuff from me.
Right.
I haven't even still met them in real life.
That's a fact. So would you say the metaverse community, metaverse/Web3 community, like, supports more than the usual?
No, I wouldn't say that, but it's just a different feeling. Like when people ask me about the metaverse, they say, "What's the metaverse?" I say, "Listen, you're on the internet. I'm in the internet." They're like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "You're on it. I'm in it.
Facts.
Like I'm actually in there."
Right. Yeah.
I did the New York Art Expo last year, and I had a QR code where when you scan the QR code, it goes into a video of me as an avatar.
Facts.
And I say in the video, I don't only sell my art in the metaverse. I sell it, in the real world,
real life.
And in my graffiti class, I give you an example. I have a graffiti book in real life. You can get it on Amazon, right?
Right.
It's kind of like to learn how to do letters.
Right.
So you have the dotted lines, you have the numbers, and kind of like which direction you're
Oh,
gonna
got
go.
you. That's dope.
Thank you. So in the metaverse, in the graffiti class, you go into this huge world, and it is in a huge milk crate, right?
That's fire.
I have the I have
That's
the desk
fire.
and everything.
That's fire.
You know, the desk is more for the looks. I have a little milk crate where you have the spray cans, right? You grab the spray can. Let me grab the spray can. You have the spray cans, and basically you grab the spray can, and let's say this is the board right here. It has a chalkboard. It has all the letters on the board.
Okay.
So you're grabbing, you're using your actual joystick
Okay,
in the avatar, and you're basically tracing over the letters.
Tracing, okay, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
That's
it's the
dope.
same as the book.
I like that. I like that.
So
yeah.
once you do this, the ABCs, you trace it. If it goes off the grid,
You can look. You can look. You can dance your
how
look.
you guys doing?
You can look.
So if you go off the grid, it basically deletes it, and it tells you to start over again.
Oh.
And what that does, it creates that muscle memory in your brain, like second nature.
That's fact.
So,
Yo, matter of fact, that's ill. So has it ever been a graffiti class before?
I had a few graffiti classes today.
No, but when you were coming up, was there?
No.
Nah, right? You just had to learn in the streets,
I
right?
just learned as I went.
Yeah.
You guys need help? Okay. No problem.
That's beautiful, man. You know why? Because this is what the metaverse, this is what this technology is bringing, right?
Yeah.
Bro is able to now teach. When he came up, you had to be in them streets. You had to be outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you had to know who's who. You know what I mean? You had to be around the right people.
And it's cool because once you go into that world, you say, hey, how can I learn this in the real world? Right. I say, that's funny you ask. Right. You could actually go. Right. I can even I can't put the link right now. The only thing you cannot do is add direct links right now. But I could put the description on the wall, Amazon or whatever. Or they could just follow me on Instagram. From Instagram, they could get the link to my Amazon.
Okay.
Say, hey, where can I buy that book in real life?
Exactly.
You ask me.
Yeah, right there.
This is how you get it. So it kind of is like a teaser.
Right.
In order to get them into buying the book or whatever.
That's
or
beautiful.
If they want to learn graffiti.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful, man. I love it, man. Like, what's some advice you got for, some youngins or just anybody coming up in the game right now? Because I feel like being an entrepreneur is ageless, you know what I mean? And in this era we're in with remote work, it's an ageless environment and market and industry. So what's some advice you would have?
I would say, of course, be self-motivated. I always been self-motivated. Yeah. But also I am always motivated by the people around me, even the people that are, I don't want to say not doing anything, but like, I'm inspired by everybody around me.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Facts. Like, there was a time when I did go to college and there were certain people just hanging on the corner while I'm going to school. I'm like, I don't want to be like that. So, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I did it when I was younger.
Yes, yeah.
But,
yeah, we all did.
There's a time in life you could grow. It's always about growing. They say if you ain't growing, you dying.
Yes. Hello, man. You ain't growing, you dying, man. Some of y'all living, but y'all ain't really living. You dig? Because if you ain't learning, you ain't living either. You dig? So yeah, man. Let's make sure, man. Each one teach one. Let's keep our steel and iron sharp. You know what I mean? Let's continue to build and grow together. You know what I'm saying? And divide and conquer. You know what I mean? And be able to show the youth, but to show the world. You know what I mean? That we could come together and we could thrive together too. You know what I mean? We don't got to just be fighting in that war with each other. You know what I'm saying? And let's be each other crutch and hold each other down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, before we get out of here though, bro, like, just want to ask you, like, so digital art or traditional art?
I say both. Just learn how to incorporate both into your everyday art.
That's a fact. So is there any projects you got in the metaverse right now that you want to promote?
Right now, I'm really focused more on, my physical stuff and real life stuff.
Copy.
There is going to be a time very soon that I am going to start incorporating, everything. Just.
Oh, that makes sense. So where can they go check you out? Social media. So make sure y'all tap in with my guy too, man.
Well, you guys can follow me on n.y.ceve_customs, NYC. Customs is not New York Steve, it's NYC.
You dig? Just like that. You heard? We out here, man, on Broadway in Soho, doing what we do, man. Everybody outside, shopping, enjoying the good weather. You know what I mean? Until next time, man. NYC. I'm G on the Blockchain Podcast. Peace. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all tap and comment.
Don't forget to subscribe, guys.
Yeah, subscribe. You heard?